trim on the sides, and it says Highliners down the forearms. So serving it up for the first time tonight is Faith Peterson, number 8 for Valley City, as this matchup is now underway, and she serves it into the netting, and just like that, 1-0 in favor of the Bruins. So last night a couple serves did that for Valley City, going right into the net. Obviously not a good recipe for success, as going back to serve it up now for the Bruins is Amelia Howley. Howley serves it up, kept alive. Deagle goes for the kill. That one's bumped in the air by Howley. And now going for the kill for the Bruins, that was Bryn Nelson, but Faith Peterson keeps it alive. Hatcher goes for the kill. Nice shot by Henry. Nelson to Valley City side. Deagle sets it up. Peyton Peterson tried to drop one, but it's kept alive, as Madison Jackson was there and then sends it back over to the Valley City side. Peterson goes for the kill once again. That one's deflected high in the air, but it's kept alive by the Bruins. Nice shot by Jen Gard. Back over to Valley City for Faith Peterson. Deagle sets it up. Hatcher tries to drop one, but right there once again is Madison Jackson to keep it alive. And now Deagle, and then Hatcher just bumps it across, and then punching that one in the air was, and that one's going to go into the netting. Highliners on the board for the first time tonight, as we're tied up at 1 on the LaRue Lockout Financial Scoreboard. So how about that for a back-to-back volley to get you going here this evening? Highliners trying to make it a back-to-back, as they were winners last night right here, as Peyton Peterson serves it up. That's the libero, number 4, Laura Green, to keep it alive. And that one's going to deflect off of Faith Peterson. Point for the Bruins. So Laura Green wearing the old top with the brown number for the Bruins. She's their libero. Abby Thornton with the red top, navy blue numbers, the libero for the Highliners. As back to serve it is Nina Mahatic. She'll serve it up. There's Deagle. Quilvang tries to drop it in, but it's kept alive once again by Howley. And then that one's deflected in front on the rejection by Addie Quilvang. Point for Valley City, 2-2 on the LaRue Lockout Financial Scoreboard here tonight in this first set. So here's a serve from Howley, going for the kill, and a nice job to keep that one alive by Hatcher for Valley City. Nelson just bumps it back across. That's for Montage. And then going for the kill was the Bruins, but Deagle keeps it alive. Thornton for Hatcher. She sends it back over to the Bruins' way. Mahatic is there once again. And nice job by Hatcher to keep it alive, but knocks off her and down to the ground. Point for the Bruins. They're up by 1. It's 3-2. As back to serve it now for Fargo South. That's number 5, Emma Dalby. Dalby, the righty serve, stands upright and then serves it. No, doesn't kind of take a step across. Nice rejection in front by Dooch in the front court. Now it's sent back over, and that one's going to handcuff Faith Peterson. Fall in for a point as the Bruins double their lead. It's 4-2 on the LaRue Lockout Financial Scoreboard here in this first set, right here at the Highliner Activity Center. Dalby on the serve. Dug out there backwards by Faith Peterson. So far backwards it left the gym through a door. So we're going to get a standby volleyball. And it's 5-2. Bruins in the lead as number 5 for the Bruins. Emma Dalby will continue to serve it. Spins the ball. She'll run and serve it right into the netting. The way she serves it, it's almost like a soccer player when they go to throw the ball in. They got to have their 2 feet together. That's how Dalby serves it. Not sure how she gets a lot of emphasis on it, but that's why that one went into the netting. 5-3 now. Highliners trail by 2. Hatcher on the serve. Nice job in front by Quilvang on the rejection. Gets the point for the Highliners. 5-4. They by 1. Addie Quilvang dominant up front. Seen her there quite a bit this season. Trying to get more consistent play for number 15. Here's Hatcher on the serve. That one's dug out there by Mahatic. And then going for the kill and getting the kill was Jen Gard. A little mix up there by Deagle and Thornton. As that one falls in, point for the Bruins. Back up by 2. It's 6-4. Again, a little late here tonight, getting underway, as the JV teams and the C teams were late this evening. Better late than never. Madison Jackson, number 3, will serve it for the Bruins. Right-handed server, dug out by Thornton. To Deagle in front. She'll set it up. Faith Peterson for the kill, deflected. And a nice job to keep it alive for the time being was the libero, Laura Green, but she hit it out of play. Highliners back within 1. It's 6-5. So Highliners coming into this one. Big win last night. Good reset win. You come and beat a team who was 1-13 to forget about last week. They're now 8-10 out of the Highliners as Abby Thornton will run, jump, and serve it up. Dug out there by Mahatic. And then there is Green, and it's sent back over to Valley City. Deagle for Nelson. And then Faith Peterson tried to drop that one in, but it's kept alive by guard. And then nice job in front by Peterson to get the rejection, but it's kept alive by the Bruins as Deagle digs out the kill for the Bruins. Deagle punches that one to keep that one alive. Faith Peterson sets it up. Peyton Peterson tried to go for the kill, but Mahatic was there once again. Bruins very good working together here, especially in the front court. That one's going to handcuff Deagle, but go in the air. Faith Peterson will double touch. Point for the Bruins as they restore their 2-point lead. It's 7-5 on the LaRue Lockout Financial Scoreboard in favor of Fargo South, who will now serve this one up left to right on your radio dial. So doing the serving is number 4. That's Laura Green. As she'll serve it up. That one's dug out there by Deagle. For Peyton Peterson goes for the kill. Nice shot by Green to keep it alive. And then it's sent back across. That one's tipped in, and Deagle will dig that one out for Abby Thornton. For Faith Peterson goes for the kill, and it's in play. Point for Valley City. Trail by 1 on the LaRue Lockout Financial Scoreboard as it's now 7-6 Bruins lead. Bruins coming into this one 8-5. We're on a good start to the season, but midway through their season struggled as of late. As that one is served out, dug out there by the Bruins. And back over to the Valley City side as it's going to be a point for the Highliners. That one goes out of play as the Highliners have battled back to tie this game at 7 on the LaRue Lockout Financial Scoreboard. Nelson serves that one into the net and gives the lead right back to the Bruins. They now lead it 8-7. Fargo South, a very difficult opponent. Fans traveled well here tonight. We got the student section here down to right. They're packed in, making some noise. The libero for the Bruins serves it up. That's Laura Green. That's going to handcuff Nelson, go out of play. Bruins restore the 2-point lead on the LaRue Lockout Financial Scoreboard. It's now 9-7. Laura Green, a senior for the Bruins. The libero wearing the yellow gold top. Right-handed serve, dug out by Abby Thornton. It's a low dig out, but it's kept alive by Deagle, and then Thornton just bumps it back across. Green setting it up as trying to just tip that one in, and she will. As that was Bryn Nelson. Nice job to take a little off on the drop. Point for the guests once again, as they now lead it 10-7 on the scoreboard, the LaRue Lockout Financial Scoreboard. Green on the serve. Dug out there by Deagle. Peterson for the kill. That's going to be a point for Valley City. They're back within 2. It's 10-8. Highliners trail. So Faith Peterson was going to serve, but she's going to step out and into the game for the first time tonight. Number 7, Jovi Borg. Borg will serve it up, righty serve. Dug out there by the opposing number 7 guard, and then sent back over. That is Nelson. Thornton for Deagle up front. Hatcher for the kill. It's deflected. It's going to be a point for Valley City. Highliners back with a 1. It's 10-9 here in this first set. Ball coming back to the Highliners side of things, and that's where Jovi Borg will continue to serve it up. We got to find out. As Jovi Borg sends that one out to play on the serve. 11-9. Bruins lead it. We got to find out if there's that obvious reason why Jovi's name is Jovi. Got to wonder if it has anything to do with New Jersey's own John Bon Jovi. Pretty good rock star, that's for sure. Now to serve it up is Amelia Howley, number 1. As it's dug out there by Borg. Here's Deagle. Now Hatcher goes for the kill. She'll get it. As it's now 11-10. Highliners trail by 1 on the LaRue Lockout Financial Scoreboard. Thornton steps out as Quilvang will come back into the game. Number 15 for Valley City. Quilvang, a sophomore. A good dominant presence up front of the net. As Peyton Peterson will serve it. That's dug out there by guard. And then Nelson tried to just smack that one across it, but it goes into the netting. And we're all tied up at 11 on the LaRue Lockout Financial Scoreboard here in this first set. So Peyton Peterson will continue to serve for Valley City right to left across your radio dial. Peterson, number 4, bounced a couple of times. Now she'll serve it up, righty serve. That one's dug out there by guard. And then deflected back by Jackson over to the Valley City side. There's Nelson. Deagle. Coolvang for the kill, but a nice job to keep that one alive for guard. And then Nelson for the Bruins sends it back over to Valley City. Deagle sets it up. Peterson gets the hometown bounce. Wait for the scoreboard. One official says yes, one says no. And yes, little hometown luck on that one as it looked to be out of play. But the referees will go with the home crowd. Highliners in the lead by 1. That was obviously out of play from where I'm standing. Nonetheless, Highliners up by 1 on the LaRue Lockout Financial scoreboard. Peterson on the serve. That's dug out there by guard. As now Nelson goes for the kill. Nice job by Quilvang in front to keep it alive, but no, the Bruins keep it alive off the deflection. As Deagle thought it was a point, but she didn't realize the Bruins keep it alive. They're still going back and forth. Finally, Green sends it back over to the Valley City side. Here's Deagle. Sets it up for Hatcher. Goes for the kill. Rejected in front, but kept alive by Board. Deagle then just tips one back across. This one set up. Nelson for the kill. Deflects off Jaden Nelson. Point for the Bruins. They tie it up 12-12. So earlier in the sequence, a nice job by Quilvang on the rejection. It looked like it was going to hit the ground, but the Bruins kept it alive. Deagle thought it was going to be a point. A little early celebration, but nonetheless, the Bruins get the point. As back to serve, this one is number 12, Nina Mahatic. That's going to be an ace. It's a point for the Bruins. Back in the lead on the LaRue Lockout Financial scoreboard. 13-12, they lead it here in this first set from the Highliner Activity Center. Mahatic on the serve, number 12. Runs and jumps. It's a low one. Borg digs it out as it goes into the netting, but then Quilvang, a nice heads-up play to send it back across. As going for the kill, rejected for the time being. Nice shot by Quilvang again on the rejection of guard. And now it gets back over to the Bruins, and going for the kill and getting it was Emma Dalby, and she made sure to splinter here the wood, as it's going to be a point for the Bruins, up by 2. It's 14-12. Highliners take a timeout, so will we, as you're listening to Highliner Volleyball right here on KOVC.
You need a building, and you need it now. Look into Winkler Structures, available at Smith Lumber Company in Valley City. From a quick-build utility to bigger dome structures, cattle, machinery, or hay storage, Winkler Structures are designed for strength and security with their no-compromise fabric and high-strength structural steel. These buildings have stood the test of time for today's cost-conscious customer. Customize your Winkler structure at Smith Lumber Company, East Main, Valley City. Call 845-2135.
And welcome back to the Highliner Activity Center, where the 8-5 Bruins are leading the 8-10 Valley City Highliners by a score of 14-12 on the LaRue Lockout Financial scoreboard. That timeout was brought to you by Mobility Plus Rehabilitation. So both teams are done with their timeouts. They come back onto the court. Bruins going left to right, Highliners going right to left. Back to serve is Mahatic once again. Number 12 for the Bruins. Right-handed serve, number 12, dug out by Nelson, hits it backwards, point for the Bruins. They have a 3-point lead once again. Bruins lead it 15-12. So this Bruins team coming in here, took them a minute to appear in this first set, but so far firing on all cylinders. Mahatic, a low serve, dug out by Quilvang over to Deagle. Now it's over to the Bruins side. Going for the kill and getting the kill once again is Emma Dalby. Dalby and Mahatic so far star players in this first set for the Bruins. 16-12, the Bruins lead it as that serve from Mahatic goes into the netting. I apologize for the broadcaster curse. Give a compliment, and you know something like that's going to happen. Deagle now to serve it for the Highliners, trailing by 3, 16-13. Deagle gets it over the net on the serve, unlike last night, and now here it's dug out and sent back across. Thornton keeps it alive. Board for Hatcher, who just bumps it over to the Bruins end, and that's where Jackson will set it up. Going for the kill, and she's not going to get it as it's dug out by Deagle, who will now bump it back over to the Bruins side. That's Green, the libero, and going for the kill. That was Dalby, but it's dug out there by Deagle and sent back over to the Bruins end. Going for the low kill that time was guard, but a nice shot by Deagle to keep it alive, and then Jovi Borg, a little confusion there on the hit. Hits it out of play. 4-point lead once again for the Bruins as they now lead at 17-13 on the LaRue Lockout Financial scoreboard here in this first set. So back to serve it for the Bruins. That's number 5, Emma Dalby. Kind of a line drive serve as she's flat-footed when she does. Jovi Borg, Eddie Kulvang back over to the Bruins end. Set up right there, and trying to just tip one over the net was Ruth Deach, but she hits it into the net. Point for the Highliners, back within 3, 17-14. Samantha Hatcher will serve it up. Number 6, the junior for Valley City. Right-handed serve, dug out by Green. It's going to go out of play as Green tried to set it one way, but it just hit off maybe a thumb awkwardly and just went out of play. 2-point lead for the Bruins as the Highliners are starting to mount this comeback. On the LaRue Lockout Financial scoreboard, it's 17-15. Hatcher will continue to serve it. Number 6. Low for Green, but a nice dig out by the libero. Sets it up. Deagle tries to just push one back across. She does, but it's kept alive by Green and then sent back over by Guard. And then Kulvang just tips one back across the net, dug out there by Jackson. Guard tries to tip one over the net. She does, but Faith Peterson's there. Deagle tries to push one. It drops right in the corner. Point for Valley City, 17-16 on the LaRue Lockout Financial scoreboard. So it was a 4-point lead for the Bruins, now only 1. And now here's Hatcher, ready to serve it up once again, number 6. Dug out there by Mahatic. Set up for Guard, goes for the kill, she'll get it! Nice job by Jen Guard, the junior. Right at Faith Peterson. It's a point for the Bruins. Back up by 2, 18-16 on the LaRue Lockout Financial scoreboard. And back to serve it now is number 3, Madison Jackson. Right-handed serve, dug out by Thornton. Deagle in front. She'll set it up. Faith Peterson for the kill. Rejected in front. Nice job by number 11, Ruth Deach, on the rejection. 19-16. The Bruins lead it. So Jada Nelson steps out. Tessa Olsen will step in for Valley City. Olsen, number 10 in your programs, a sophomore. On the serve, that's dug out by Thornton. Deagle sets it up. Kulvang just tips one across, but a nice heads-up play by Jackson to keep it alive. And then it's sent back over to the Valley City side, but Kulvang's there once again. Faith Peterson sends one back over to the Bruins end. Jackson for Guard, and she tried to hit one through the floor, but she hit one over to the door. Out of play. Valley City gets the point. They trail by 2 on the LaRue Lockout Financial scoreboard. 19-7 Bruin lead. As now the referee changes course. The referee's going to change course. They deflected off a Highliner. As it's going to be a point for the Bruins. They're now in the lead by a score of 20-16. So they say it deflected off a Highliner. 20-16. What a turn of events. Would have been a 3-point game, and now it's a 4-point game. On the serve up by Thornton. Deagle sets it up. Faith Peterson for the kill. Dug out there by Mahatic. It goes in the air. Green. And that one goes to Guard, who sends it back over. Deagle sets it up. Olsen goes for the kill. Rejected in front, but a nice job by Thornton to keep it alive. Kulvang. Olsen. Set up by Guard for the Bruins. Going for the kill. Deflected, and that's going to be a point for the Bruins. Up by 5 on the LaRue Lockout Financial scoreboard. So the Bruins trying to run away with this one as a turn of events. Would have been a 3-point game. A point goes in favor of the Bruins, and then they just get the point. 21-16 on the scoreboard. Jackson on the serve. Deagle tries to tip one back to Kulvang. It's going to be a point for Valley City. 21-17. As the student section here starts to chant, "You can't do that" to the Bruins. Abby Thornton back to serve. She's the libero tonight for Valley City. Number 21 backcourt bounced the ball a couple of times. Now she runs, jumps, and she'll serve it. And that one's dug out there by Guard. Nice job to dive to keep it alive by Jackson. There's Green to keep it alive, but it's just going to fall in. It's going to be a point for the Highliners. They're now within 3. 21-18 on the LaRue Lockout Financial scoreboard. Thornton will continue to serve. She'll run high and jump even higher. Green digs it out. Now it's sent back over to the Valley City side. Here's Deagle. Peyton Peterson goes for the kill. It's going to be out of play. Point for the Bruins. Bruins up by 4 once again on the LaRue Lockout Financial scoreboard. 22-18. They lead this one here in this first set. As back to serve it is number 7, Jen Guard. Guard on the serve, dug out by Hatcher. There's Deagle. Tessa Olsen goes for the kill. It's going to be out of play. Bruins in the lead by 5. It's 23-18. Fargo South lead. Guard once again will serve it up to junior, number 7. Right-handed serve. Nice dug out there by Hatcher. Deagle back to Hatcher, goes for the kill, and that one's going to deflect off Green. Point for the Highliners. Back within 4 on the LaRue Lockout Financial scoreboard. 23-19 Bruin lead. Olsen steps out. Jaden Nelson will come back into the game for Valley City and goes right to the backcourt to serve it up. Nelson spins the ball. She's a lefty server. Dug out there by Guard. And it goes into the netting, deflected by Green and sent back over to Valley City side. Deagle in front. Peyton Peterson with nobody in the vicinity gets the kill for the Highliners as they hit the 20-point mark here in this first set. Cut the deficit to 3. It's 23-20 in favor of the Bruins. Nelson back to serve it, the number 1. Bounces the ball a couple of times. Runs, jumps, serves it left-handed. Dug out there by Guard. Over for Jackson. And then going for the kill and getting the kill, that's Bryn Nelson. Match point coming up for the Bruins as they lead this first set 24-20 on the LaRue Lockout Financial scoreboard from the Highliner Activity Center. Back to serve it up now is number 4, Laura Green. She's the libero tonight for the Bruins. Number 4 will run, jump, and serve it. Righty serve dug out by the libero of Valley City. And then Deagle just tips it across the net. Thornton dug it out. Deagle looked like she was going to set it for Peyton Peterson, but instead she shifted her hands and just tipped it across the netting. Highliner's not done here in this first set as it's 24-21 on the LaRue Lockout Financial scoreboard. After the serve, it's over to the Bruins, going for the kill. Nice job by Jovi Borg to keep it alive. So high it goes back to the Bruins side. As trying to drop that one in, and she will. That's Emma Dalby, and the Bruins take the first set by a score of 25-21. We'll take a commercial break. When we come back, second set right here on KOVC. between the Fargo South Bruins and your Valley City Highliners. Bruins just won the first set, 25-21. Bruins going left to right on your radio dial. They're in their brown tops with the yellowish goldish numbers on the front and back. Their libero is wearing a yellow goldish top with the brown numbers, so a little opposite there. Valley City going right to left. They're in the navy blue tops, white numbers outlined in powder blue. Their libero in the red top with the navy blue numbers. So the libero for the Bruins will serve it up first, dug out there by Faith Peterson. Peyton Peterson goes for the kill, kept alive by guard, and then sent back over to the Valley City end. Deagle digs it out, sets it up for Hatcher, goes for the kill, rejected in front. And that's Emma Dalby as the Bruins strike first here in this second set, up 1-0 on the LaRue Lockout Financial Scoreboard. So the Bruins coming into this one 8-5 on the year. Started out strong, struggled a little bit midway through the season as that serve will go into the netting from Laura Green. It's going to be a point for the Highliners. So the Bruins struggled, trying to pick up momentum here towards the end of the season as the schedule winds down. Back to serve this one up is Peyton Peterson. Dug out there, but into the netting from Jen Guard. Point for the Highliners. Highliners now lead it 2-1. Peterson continues to serve. Dug out by guard, deflected in by Jackson, and then sent back over to the Valley City end. Deagle sets it up. Hatcher hits it, but it's going to be in play, they say. Point for the Highliners. Up by 2 now. It's 3-1. So Highliners a 3-1 lead on the LaRue Lockout Financial Scoreboard. Peyton Peterson will continue to serve. Dug out by guard and kept alive by Jackson. Green sends it back over. There's Peterson. Deagle for Hatcher for the kill. Trying to keep that one alive is Green. Nice diving attempt by guard to keep it alive, and it's sent back over to Valley City. Here's Deagle. Sets up. Coolbang in front. Deflected. And it's going to be a point for the Highliners. They jump out to a 3-point lead as it's 4-1 here in set number 2. 4-1 on the LaRue Lockout Financial Scoreboard in favor of the Highliners. Peterson will continue. Dug out by the Bruins, and then going for the kill and getting it is Emma Dalby as Coolvang hit the rejection, but when she did it, hit the netting, it came back and hit her. You can't do that. You can't do a double touch. 4-2. Highliner lead as the Bruins will serve this one up. It's Amelia Howley, the freshman, number 1. Bouncing the ball a couple of times like it's a free throw. Serves it up. Dug out there by Nelson. Deagle. Coolvang just tries to drop it in. She will. Nice job by Coolvang to realize I don't have to put too much on it. I could just tip it right over the netting, and that's what she did. Falls in. Highliners back up by 3 as it's 5-2. Back to serve is Dylan Deagle, number 13 for Valley City. Serves it up right to left. Dug out there. That is guard. And then going for the kill was the Bruins, but it's kept alive. Thornton. Deagle just slaps one back across. Nice job by Green to dive and keep it alive. And then trying to drop that one in. No, it's kept alive by Deagle on the backhand. The fingertip backhand kept alive by Deagle, and it's sent back across to the Bruins side. And then after a long back and forth volley, it's a point for the Highliners. That was an incredible job by Deagle. She literally Superman dives to the ground. The ball hitting the top of her hand, deflecting it back up, and then it got sent back over by another Highliner player. Highliners in the lead 6-2. That one hits off the top of the net for the Bruins. Hatcher sets it up. Olsen back over to the Bruins side. There's guard. And going for the kill were the Bruins, but kept alive by Faith Peterson. Hatcher off the top of the net, deflected to keep it alive by guard once again. There's Nelson. And then that one sent over by Jackson. Here's Abby Thornton for the Highliners. Hatcher into the netting, rejected by Emma Dalby. Point for the Bruins. Cut the lead in half, 6-3 on the LaRue Lockout Financial Scoreboard. Highliners lead it here in this second set. As coming back into the game for the Bruins is Nina Mahatic. Number 12 will serve it up. That's a low serve. It's going to drop in front of Faith Peterson. Point for the Bruins. Trail by 2 now as it's 6-4 on the LaRue Lockout Financial Scoreboard. So Mahatic will continue to serve left to right, number 12, to Faith Peterson, who digs it out. Deagle, Coolvang, and it's going to be a point for the Bruins as Coolvang hit that one out of play. Bruins back within 1, 6-5 on the LaRue Lockout Financial Scoreboard. So Mahatic will continue to serve it for the Bruins. Coming into this one 8-5 on the year. Jump, serves this one up. Faith Peterson digs it out. Coolvang. Deagle over to the Bruins end, kept alive by Green. Now it's set up for guard, tips off the top of the net, but a nice job to keep it alive by Deagle. Here's Hatcher sending it back over to the Bruins end. There's Mahatic setting it up, going for the kill, and getting the kill once again is Emma Dalby, as the junior really took off in that first set in the win and has really dominated here in this second one, as we're all tied up 6-6 on the LaRue Lockout Financial scoreboard. Mahatic will continue to serve it up, left to right, number 12 for the Bruins, righty server. There's Faith Peterson to Deagle. Hatcher for the kill, kept alive by Mahatic. And then Green bumps it high to the sky. Guard sends it over to the Valley City end. Dug out by Abby Thornton. And then Hatcher goes for the kill. It's deflected once, deflected twice. Green runs back to keep it alive for the Bruins. Great effort as it goes back to the Valley City end. Deagle sets it up. Olsen for the kill. Green right there once again to keep it alive. This Bruins team will not quit. And that one's a nice rejection in front by Coolvang, but it's kept alive. Double touch. It's going to be a point for the Bruins, as the Bruins come all the way back. They were down 5-1 at one point. Come all the way back to take a 7-6 lead. Just incredible. What a comeback by the Bruins. Here's Mahatic on the serve. Dug out there by Hatcher. Thornton. And that one right into the net by Hatcher. Bruins now in the lead, 8-6 on the LaRue Lockout Financial scoreboard. So Mahatic, the junior, will continue to serve it up. Number 12. Righty serve. Dug out Faith Peterson. Dylan Deagle in front. Addie Coolvang deflected by the Bruins, but kept alive by Green in the backcourt. As now once again getting the kill. She's becoming Mrs. Automatic, or Miss Automatic, I should say, Emma Dalby. As it's a point once again for the Bruins. They're ahead by 3, 9-6. Highliners take a timeout, and so will we, as you're listening to Highliner Volleyball right here on KOVC.
Need an Line Electric, family owned since 1986. Owners Chad and Tracy Zahn and Bruce and Amy Anderson have built a reputation of integrity and quality. Times and technology have changed, but their focus on honest service has not at Highline Electric in Valley City. Call 845-0731.
Well, would you believe me if I said the Highliners at one point led this second set 5-1? Because right now they're trailing it by a score of 9-6. As that timeout brought to you by Mobility Plus Rehabilitation. As you could hear the buzzer sound here at the Highliner Activity Center. Bruins leading it 9-6 on the LaRue Lockout Financial scoreboard. Mahatic to serve it up left right. Dug out there by Hatcher. Here's Deagle in front. Hatcher once again goes for the kill. Mahatic right there, deflecting it to the left side. Dug out by Guard, and then sent back over by Howley. Deagle in front, tries to push one back. Green punches it one up in the air. Dug out by Jackson. Now it's deflected off Thornton into the student section. And out of the timeout, Bruins get the first point. They're in the lead by 4 on the LaRue Lockout Financial scoreboard. It's 10-6, Bruin lead. So Coach DePeza trying to stop the momentum the best way she can with the timeout, but the Bruins so far have it. Mahatic on the serve. Dug out by Abby Thornton. Quilvang. Tessa Olsen. As it's going to be a point for the Highliners. As that one drops in. 10-7. Bruin lead on the LaRue Lockout Financial scoreboard, as Hatcher will now serve it up for the Highliners. Again, the Highliners losing the first set here tonight, 25-21. That one's dug out by Howley. And then sent back over by Green. Deagle in front. She'll set it up for Faith Peterson, rejected in front. And then that's bumped up in the air by Dalby. As Guard on the rejection by Olsen, but it drops in anyway. It's a point for the Bruins. Back up by 4 on the LaRue Lockout Financial scoreboard, 11-7. Bruin lead here in this second set. As the Highliner players trying to calm down, as Deagle telling the players the situation. Serving it up is Dalby, and it's dug out there by Thornton. Sent back across by Hatcher. Bumped in the air by Howley of the Bruins. And Guard tries to go for the kill. It's going to be a point for Valley City, as that one goes out of play, 11-8. Highliners trail by 3. So Thornton will serve it up. It's a low serve, drops in front of Mahatic. Point for the Highliners. Back within 2, 11-9 on the LaRue Lockout Financial scoreboard. Thornton will continue to serve. That was a nice strategy there to try to drop one in the middle where there's really not a lot of players there. Tries to do it again, but this time Howley's there. And then right there is Tessa Olsen on the kill. Highliners back with it 11-10. Thornton will continue to serve right to left. She's the libero for the Highliners here this evening. 11-10 ball game. Bruins lead by 1. Here's the serve. And that one drops right in front of the libero of the Bruins, and we're all tied up 11-11 on the LaRue Lockout Financial scoreboard. Thornton will continue to serve. As the Bruins still have not caught on to this strategy. Here's the serve. Dug out there by Howley. Set up for Jackson, who gives it to guard. That one deflects off of Deagle. Thornton bumps it high in the air. Faith Peterson for the kills, deflected once, and that's going to drop in. Highliners take the lead 12-11 on the LaRue Lockout Financial scoreboard. So here's Thornton serve, dug out there by Mahatic, and sent back over. It's going to drop in, as that was a great heads-up play by Madison Jackson of the Bruins, taking a page of the Highliner playbook to shift the hands at the last second and just drop one in. As we're all tied up at 12 on the LaRue Lockout scoreboard. As going back to serve it now is Madison Jackson. Number 3 on the serve. Dug out by Faith Peterson. Dylan Deagle for Peyton Peterson. Hits it out of play. Point for the Bruins. Up by 1, 13-12. They lead it here in the second set. So back to serve it. Once again, Madison Jackson, number 3 for the Bruins. Her team in the lead by 1. Here's the serve. It's a low serve, dug out by Hatcher. Deagle for Faith Peterson, rejected in front. And it's going to be for the Bruins. Back in the lead by 2. 14-12, they lead it. Nice job on the rejection by a combination of Christina Henry and Ruth Deach. Jackson will continue to serve. Bumps the ball, now spins it. Right-handed serve. Dug out by Hatcher. Deagle in front of the net. Sets it up. Tessa Olsen. She's going to hit that one. It's going to be out of bounds, though. Bruins back in the lead by 3, 15-12. They lead it on the LaRue Lockout Financial scoreboard here this evening. Live at the Highliner Activity Center, I'm Anthony Verasso with you right here on the Voice of the Valley, KOVC. Jackson on the serve, dug out by Faith Peterson. Deagle in front. Peyton Peterson goes for the kill. Mahatic will deflect it off the grandstands here. Point for the Highliners. Back within 2 on the LaRue Lockout Financial scoreboard. It's 15-13. So back to serve it up for Valley City is number 1. That's Jada Nelson, the junior, who is a left-handed server. That one's bumped in the air by guard. Setting it up. Over to the Valley City side. Deagle tried to drop it in. Mahatic is there again. Trying to drop that one in for the Bruins was Henry, but it's kept alive by Valley City. And then that one deflects off the top of the net. Green is there. Sets it up for guard, who just tries to push one to the backcourt, but Abby Thornton, good heads-up play. Deagle pushes it right back to the Bruins end. That one set up, trying to drop that one in, and she will. Great heads-up play by Ruth Deach to just take a little off on that drop. That one's going to fall in. It's a point for the Bruins as they now lead it 16-13 on the LaRue Lockout Financial scoreboard. As back to serve it is Jen Gard. It's a deep serve, but they're going to say it went out of bounds. Looked like it could have been inbounds. A little hometown favoritism from the Freeze. Highliners get the point at 16-14 as Faith Peterson will serve it up. Dug out there by Green. Jackson for Deach, but it's kept alive by Faith Peterson. Deagle one-hand punches it in the air. Olsen will bump it back across into the netting from Green, and it's going to be a point for Valley City. Back with a 1 at 16-15. So the Highliners trailing by 1, 16-15. Faith Peterson on the serve. Dug out there by guard and sent back over to the Valley City end. Abby Thornton, Dylan Deagle. Hatcher has it deflected. It rides along the top of the net, and it's going to drop in for the Bruins. That was crazy. Deach was there on the rejection. It literally rolled the top white of the netting. It fell into the Valley City side. Point for the Bruins, up by 2, 17-15 on the LaRue Lockout Financial scoreboard. As going back to serve this one up is Laura Green, number 4. The libero runs, jumps, serves it up, dug out by Olsen. Excuse me, that's Jada Nelson. As that was rejected in front by the Bruins, goes out of play. Bruins back in the lead by 3, leading it 18-15 on the LaRue Lockout Financial scoreboard. So staying serving is number 4, Laura Green. Green is the libero for the Bruins. Serves it up off the top of the netting. Out of play. It's going to be a point for the Highliners. 18-16 on the LaRue Lockout Financial scoreboard. Fargo South leading this one. Peyton Peterson back to serve. Bounced the ball a couple of times. Number 4 is ready. Here's a serve. It's dug out there by Guard. Set up by Jackson. And then sent back over by Henry. But Deagle's there, who just slaps one back across. Jackson setting it up. Going for the kill and getting the kill. That's Bryn Nelson off the deflection of the netting. 3-point lead for the Bruins once again. They're in the lead 19-16 here in the second set. Bruins won the first set 25-21. Back to serve it up for the Bruins. Number 1, Amelia Howley. On the serve, dug out by Faith Peterson. Deagle in front, sets it up for Quilvang. A little awkward timing on that one as Deagle kind of set it up too far behind, but it's kept alive for the Bruins, and then they hit it out of play. Highliners get the point, 19-7 on the LaRue Lockout Financial scoreboard. Bruins lead it. So Deagle ready to serve it up. She's in the backcourt, spins the ball. Right-handed serve. That was going to go out of play, and the Bruins played it anyway. Point for the Highliners. Not a smart play by Jen Guard. That was clearly going out of play. As she dove to play it. Highliners get the point, 19-18. Deagle will serve it up once again. Dug out by Green. Jackson. And on the play, kept alive by Deagle. Olsen now sends it back across. Guard setting it up. Going for the kill is Nelson of the Bruins, but it's kept alive by Quilvang in front. Deagle for Hatcher. And off, that one goes off a Bruin. Point for the Highliners. They've come back to tie it 19-all on the LaRue Lockout Financial scoreboard here at the Highliner Activity Center. So Deagle will continue to serve it. Going right to left across your radio dial here this evening. Here's the serve. Dug out by Howley. Up by Jackson. Nelson. Dug out by Thornton of the Highliners. Hatcher from the pass from Deagle. It falls in. Highliners in the lead by 1. It's 20-19. Timeout for the Bruins. We'll take a timeout. You're listening to Varsity Volleyball right here on KOVC.
Hey Valley City, Jamestown Regional Medical Center knows how important it is to receive care close to home. That's why JRMC orthopedic surgeon Dr. Timothy Volk offers care right in Valley City. Learn about local care for hips, shoulders, knees, and toes at www.jrmcnd.com/Valley City. Schedule online anytime at jrmcnd.com/Valley City or call 701-952-4878.
Jamestown Regional Medical Center will never stop building for you.
And a good one here at the Highliner Activity Center. Your Valley City Highliners leading the second set by a score of 20-19. Bruin won the first set 25-21. So both teams still in their timeout here as just a moment away from getting this second set back underway. 20-19, the Highliners lead it on the LaRue Lockout Financial scoreboard. So both teams back on the courts as Deagle will continue to serve it, going right to left on your radio dial. 13 spins the ball. Now she'll serve it up. Dug out there by Green of the Bruins. Set up for Jackson. Going for the kill. Nice job by the Bruins, but nice job by Thornton to keep it alive. Olsen sends it back to the Bruins end. This one set up for Nelson. She has it deflect. Nice job by Hatcher to keep it alive. Abby Thornton just slaps it into the netting, and we're all tied up at 20 apiece on the LaRue Lockout Financial scoreboard. As Bryn Nelson having a strong game here, she'll step out. Nina Mahatic will step back in. Bruins had some good chemistry when she was serving earlier in the set. Now she serves it up. Dug out there by Faith Peterson. Hatcher for the kill. Dug out there by Mahatic. Nice job. It actually spun her around. And then Nelson, or excuse me, that's Emma Dalby, gets the point for the Bruins on the kill. 21-20. Bruins in the lead. Just like that, Valley City takes a timeout, so will we. You're listening to Highliner Volleyball right here on the Voice of the Valley, KOVC.
This timeout is brought to you by Mobility Plus Rehabilitation, with offices in Valley City, Enderlin, Lisbon, and Gwinner in North Dakota, and Hawley, Minnesota. Our mission is to provide exceptional physical and occupational therapy to minimize pain and maximize mobility to quickly return you to the quality of life you deserve. Just as in the timeout of this game, we will take the time with you to evaluate, educate, strategize, and formulate a plan for the rest of your game based on your unique situation. This is Megan Beck, occupational therapist, and I invite you to call any of our offices at Mobility Plus Rehabilitation today.
In this one, brought to you by Mobility Plus Rehabilitation. Both teams back on the courts. LaRue Lockout Financial Scoreboard reads 21-20 in favor of the Fargo South Bruins. Bruins won the first one by a score of 25-21. So looking to go up 2-0. Nina Mahatic will continue to serve left to right for the Bruins. Number 12 bounced the ball. Now she is ready to go on the serve. Dug out there by Hatcher. Here's Deagle setting it up for Addie Quilvang. Tries to drop one in, but guard is right there. Guard goes for the kill, rejected in front by Quilvang, but kept alive by Valley City. Here's Deagle, Hatcher, and that one deflects off number 12 of the Bruins. Point line is tied up at 21 on the LaRue Lockout Financial Scoreboard. Highliners coming into this one 8-10 on the season. Bruins 8-5. Hatcher will serve it up right to left for Valley City. Number 6 off the top of the netting, falls in. Highliners get the point, 22-21 on the LaRue Lockout Financial Scoreboard. So Hatcher will continue to serve it right to left on your radio dial. As the student section here at the Highliner Activity Center starting to get ready, they can sense a win in this set. Dug out by Green and then sent back across. Nice job by Amelia Howley. Tricked everybody. She looked like she was going to go backwards with it, but instead just shifted it back across the net. Even fooled the front row of Valley City. Tied up at 22. As back to serve it is Emma Dalby, number 5. Dug out by Thornton. Go in front. Sets it up. Faith Peterson. As Dalby hits it backwards. Mahatic runs back to keep it alive. And then that one's going to be just hit short of the net by Amelia Howley. Highliners get the point, 23-22 on the LaRue Lockout Financial Scoreboard. So Abby Thornton will serve it right to left. The libero for Valley City. See if she does what she did last time where she dropped it low. She does not. Dug out there by Mahatic. Guard for the kill. It's going to be a point for the Bruins. Deflect off Valley City. All tied up at 23 on the LaRue Lockout Financial Scoreboard. So back to serve for the Bruins. That's a 3, Madison Jackson. Jackson, a junior for the Bruins. Spins the ball. Now she'll serve it. Low serve, dug out by Hatcher. Here's Deagle in front. Sets it up for Peyton Peterson. Gets the kill. Match point coming up for Valley City. 24-23, they lead it on the LaRue Lockout Financial Scoreboard. Coming into the game is Jada Nelson, the lefty. She'll serve it. Looking to win this second set. Number 1 serves it up. Dug out by Green. There is Jackson. Going for the kill and not getting it, hitting it out of play. That was Jen Gard. Valley City wins the second set 25-23. We'll step aside for a break when we come back. Third set here at the Highliner Activity Center.
Lever's Foods, best quality, best price. Lever's Foods, best service, they're nice. Lever's Foods, they make everything right. Lever's Foods.
Rake up autumn savings at Lever's Foods. Get Hormel Always Tender Bone-In Pork Loin Rib Chops, $2.79 a pound. Campbell's Soup Pork Hands for $5. Our Family Shredded or Chunk Cheese, $1.77. From the Dally Kretschmar Off the Bone Turkey, $7.99 a pound. Delivery available. Call 845-1732. Lever's Foods, North and South City. Great food, great savings. Increase the performance and beauty of your home with new windows. Minn Kota windows from SLC, Smith Lumber Company. Minn Kota windows are designed and built for years of lasting value and enduring beauty. They provide trouble-free, virtually maintenance-free operation for a generation of comfortable living. Midwest built, Midwest tough, guaranteed for life. Minn Kota windows from SLC, Smith Lumber Company on East Main, Valley City. For more, go to SmithLumberCompany.com.
Groffberg Electric believes in quality first, taking pride in their work, and standing behind every project they do. They bring together the power, technology, and experience to keep your business online. The success of Groffberg Electric depends on three major ideals: the quality of their products, the commitment to their customers, and most of all, their customer service. Call Groffberg Electric today at 845-310 or visit them online at groffbergelectric.com.
Central Avenue Health Mart Pharmacy, your locally owned pharmacy, has always been a supporter of many Valley City events and organizations. During the month of October, they'll donate $1 for every yard of fabric sold to the St. Kate's fundraiser. The flu and cold season is here again. For all your healthcare needs and prescriptions, see your trusted healthcare resource, Central Avenue Health Mart Pharmacy, downtown Valley City. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
At CHI Mercy Health, we believe human kindness is at the root of all healing, providing care on a human level, courage when it's needed most, and a connection that's ever present among us all. Human kindness is meant to be shared. It puts a smile on someone's face and seeks to do the same for others. Take the time to nourish what's inside and watch your life flourish outside, because taking care of yourself is an act of human kindness. Just like human kindness, happiness can come from the most unexpected places. Whether it's from your friend, your dog, or a memory, embrace it and put on. CHI Mercy Health of Valley City.
The keys to the game are brought to you by RE/MAX Now of Valley City and Jamestown. Just as the keys to today's game offer growth, success, and opportunity for the future, so do the keys to your new property. Whether you're looking for the keys to your starter home, the keys to home where you raise your family, the keys to your business, or the keys to your lake home or retirement property, for every step of the way, RE/MAX Now of Valley City and Jamestown are here for you. Check out our website, findrealtynow.com, for pictures and virtual tours.
At Bank Forward, we focus on building relationships. Hi, I'm Kara Weed with Bank Forward in Valley City. Whether it's opening a checking account, saving for college, or starting your own business, Bank Forward is a bank big enough to help, but we're small enough to know your name. Call 845-1220 or visit bankforward.com today. Striving to be the bank that defines customer service since 1927. It's simply the Forward way. Bank Forward, member FDIC.
Now is the time, now is the time.
Brothers 3 has the area's widest variety of classic and new fishing tackle at the lowest prices to give you an edge this year. Before heading out on the water, stop in and get your live bait and tackle and fill your tank on the highest quality gas and diesel. Brothers 3 is your locally owned and operated convenience store. As always, Brothers 3 has the lowest prices in town on everything from snacks and drinks to propane and automotive supplies. Remember, it pays to shop at Brothers 3 in Valley City.
You need a building, and you need it now. Look into Winkler Structures, available at Smith Lumber Company in Valley City. From a quick-build utility to bigger dome structures for cattle, machinery, or hay storage, Winkler Structures are designed for strength and security with their no-compromise fabric and high-strength structural steel. These buildings have stood the test of time for today's cost-conscious customer. Customize your Winkler structure at Smith Lumber Company, East Main, Valley City. Call 845-135.
Hi, I'm Corey Anderson, a proud Viking graduate and Executive Director for University Advancement at VCSU. Did you know last year alone the progress at Valley City State resulted in more than $100 million of economic benefit for our community? Our success at VCSU creates a ripple effect, and we are proud to partner in this community. But we can't do it alone. Please consider supporting the V500 Scholarship Program. A gift for a student is a gift to our community. Find easy ways to give by visiting give.vcsu.edu.
The Highliner Activity Center, where we're just about to get underway here in this third set. Both teams splitting the first two. Bruins won the first one 25-21. Valley City just won the second one 25-23. So we're going to go forward here at the Highliner Activity Center this evening. Highliners going right to left on your radio dial. Bruins going left to right. Faith Peterson to start matchup number one. She's going to serve it up right here to get us underway in this third set. Dug out there by Guard. Set up by Jackson. And sent back across by Henry. Here's Thornton for Valley City. Deagle just bumps it back over. Dug out by Green. Jackson tried to tip it over the net. That one goes in the air. Deagle digs it out. Sends it back across. Valley City strikes first on the LaRue Lockout Financial scoreboard. 1-0. They lead it. So Faith Peterson will continue to serve for the Highliners. They're in the lead 1-0. Peterson right to left, number 8. Right-handed serve. Dug out there by Guard. And then sent back across. That is Henry, but dug out by Thornton. Hatcher. That one hits off the top of the net. Guard keeps it alive. Jackson for Nelson, who hits it to the Valley City side. Deagle sets it up, and it's going to be a illegal touch. Point for the Bruins. All tied up at 1. So tied up at 1 apiece on the scoreboard and the sets here this evening. As we're in the third set, back to serve it is number 1, Amelia Holly. So ones are wild right now. Holly drives the drop one in. Kept alive by Thornton, and then the nice putback by Emma Dalby. Bruins get their first lead here in this third set, lead it 2-1. Fargo South leading this one 2-1 in this third set. As Holly will serve, tries to drop one in, she does. Nice job by Amelia Howley to steal a page from Abby Thornton and do one of those low serves that drops in. 3-1, Bruin lead on the LaRue Lockout Financial scoreboard. Howley serves again. This time it gets to Abby Thornton. Dylan Deagle, Tessa Olson sends it back over to the Bruins end, dug out there by Guard. And then going for the kill and getting it is Emma Dalby. Bruins up by 3. It's 4-1. 4-1 Bruin lead here in this third set. Both teams splitting the first two. Bruins won the first one. Highliners winning the second. Howley on the serve. Dug out by Nelson. Tries to tip it over the net. That one's hit by Dalby out of play. Highliners get the point. Now within 2 as it's 4-2 on the LaRue Lockout Financial scoreboard. Back to serve it now is Peyton Peterson, number 4 for Valley City. Hits it. Dug out by Howley. Jackson for Dalby. And hits it out of play. Point for the Highliners. Back with it 4-3 on the LaRue Lockout Financial scoreboard. Peterson will continue to serve it up. Right to left. Peyton Peterson, number 4. He's going to hit that one out of play. Bruins back up by 2. 5-3 on the LaRue Lockout Financial scoreboard. As Nina Mahatic will step back into the game in favor of Bryn Nelson. So Mahatic will serve it up left to right. Bounces the ball. Runs, jumps, and serves it. Dug out by Faith Peterson. Dylan Deagle sets it up. Hatcher goes for the kill. Handcuffs Mahatic. Out of play. Valley City gets the point. Back within 1. 5-4 on the LaRue Lockout Financial scoreboard. As Jada Nelson steps out, Tessa Olsen, number 10, will come into the for Valley City. Dylan Deagle back to serve, number 13 for the Highliners. Her team trailing by 1. That one's dug out by Howley, set up by Jackson. That one's deflected backwards by Valley City's Olsen. As a nice job by Emma Dalby to go for the kill and get it. 2-point lead restored for the Bruins, 6-4 on the LaRue Lockout Financial scoreboard. So back to serve is Emma Dalby. Could be a good thing for Valley City because Dalby's taking over this matchup so far. Dalby bouncing the ball a couple of times. Right-handed serve. As that one is going to hit off the front of the hands of Faith Peterson. It's going to be a point for the Bruins, up by 3. Seven to 4. They lead it. As that one goes into the netting, 7-5. Bruins lead it, but Valley City gets the point and they get the serve. So Samantha Hatcher will go back to serve for Valley City, number 6. Her team down by 2, 7-5 on the LaRue Lockout final scoreboard. Hatcher on the serve, dug out by Mahatic to the front. And then that one sent back across by Nelson. And now Faith Peterson has it deflected back on the rejection. Deagle back to Faith Peterson, dug out by Guard. That one set up by Jackson, as that's going to be sent back over to the Valley City side, back over to the Bruins side. Bruins thought it was a double touch, but it's still going in play. Deagle hits it over for Faith Peterson, rejected, and kept alive by Thornton. Hatcher sends it back across, dug out there by Green. And then that was a nice job to punch it to keep it alive by Guard. Point for the Highliners as it goes out of play. They now trail by 1. It's 7-6 on the LaRue Lockout Financial scoreboard. Hatcher on the serve. Dug out there by Mahatic. Green, the libero, for Guard. Hit by Olsen, but she keeps it alive. Deagle sets it up. Thornton bumps it back over to the Bruins end. There's Howley. And then it's deflected once back over to the Bruins. As Quilvang once again in front, they're going to call a point for the Bruins. Addie Quilvang begs to differ. As Quilvang continues to have a strong game once again up front. She's been very consistent in her limited time so far this season. We'll look to see her get more minutes up front where she is a difference for the Highliners. On the serve, that one's dug out by Hatcher to Deagle. Faith Peterson tries to drop one in. She will. Highliners get the point back with a one. It's 8-7 on the LaRue Lockout Financial scoreboard. Back to serve it. Abby Thornton, the libero for Valley City. Dug out there by Green. And then that one's sent back over to the Valley City end. Deagle pushes one back, gets the point, as we're all tied up at 8. 8 apiece here at the Highliner Activity Center, where both teams have split the first two. Bruins won the first one, Highliners won the second one. Thornton on the serve. It's a low serve into the netting, won't even get across. Bruins just like that, back in the lead, 9-8 on the LaRue Lockout Financial scoreboard. So going back to serve this one is Jen Gard, the junior for the Bruins. Number 7. Ready to serve it up. Here she goes. It's off the top of the netting, but Faith Peterson keeps it alive. Deagle for Peyton Peterson. Nice shot by Jackson of the Bruins. Now over for Nelson. Deflects off Faith Peterson out of play. Point for the Bruins. They are the first ones to hit double digits here in this third set, leading it 10-8. 10-8, Bruin lead on the LaRue Lockout Financial scoreboard. As Jen Gard, the junior, will continue to serve it left to right. Bruins coming into this one 8-5. Dug out by Hatcher. Deagle for Olsen, rejected in front. Point for the Bruins. Nice job in front by Bryn Nelson on the rejection, the senior of Fargo South. 3-point lead for the Bruins. 11-8 they lead it. Gard will continue to serve, number 7. She hits it right into the netting just like that. 2-point deficit for Valley City. It's 11-9. Bruin lead. Back to serve it for Valley City is number 1, Jada Nelson. Nelson, a lefty server. She'll serve it up, dug out by Green for Jackson. Nelson of the Bruins over to the Valley City side. Deagle sends it back across. Point for the Highliners. It's 11-10 now. They trail by 1 on the LaRue Lockout Financial scoreboard. Bruins with a 1-point lead here in this third set. Nelson ready to serve it up. She does. That one's punched up in the air by Gard. And then Green sets it up. Pushed back over by Henry. Sets it up. Peterson tries to go for the kill, but a nice job to keep it alive by Henry. Now sent back across to the Valley City end. That one's going to go off Samantha Hatcher out of play. 2-point lead once again for the Bruins on the LaRue Lockout Financial scoreboard. Bruins lead at 12-10. So the libero, Laura Green, senior, will serve it up. Number 4. Sends it over to the libero of the Highliners, Thornton. Deagle. Peterson goes for the kill. And she'll get it as it goes out off of Bruin. 1-point game once again, 12-11. Faith Peterson serves it up, dug out by the Bruins. Now it goes in the air, then Henry sends it back over. Deagle for Hatcher. Nice job by Green to keep it alive for the Bruins. As Gard over to Nelson, over to Valley City's end. Hatcher just sends one back over to the Bruins. That one's dug out. Here is Henry. That one deflects off of a Highliner. Think it hit off. Eagle goes out of play. Point for the Bruins, up by 2, 13-11 on the LaRue Lockout Financial scoreboard here in this third set. So Christina Henry steps out of the game. Coming back into the game is number 1, Amelia Howley. The freshman will serve it. Her team in the lead by 2. That one's dug out by Faith Peterson. Deagle tries to tip one across. That one's kept alive by the Bruins and sent back over to the Valley City end. Hatcher just pushes one back over to the Bruins. Nelson And going for the kill, getting the kill, Emma Dalby. As Eagle was unable to get the rejection up front. 14-11 lead now for the Bruins. So Holly will continue to serve it left to right. Number 1 sends it over, dug out by Nelson. Deagle, Hatcher, now tipped off a Bruin, out of play. Point for Valley City. Back within 2 as it's 14-12 on the LaRue Lockout Financial scoreboard. So Addie Quilvang comes back in. Abby Thornton steps out for Valley City as Peyton Peterson will serve it up. Peterson on the serve. It's a low serve, dug out by Howley. And then it's just popped over by Bryn Nelson. Deagle, as 2 players of Valley City collide, Samantha Hatcher and Addie Quilvang, the ball is going to fall in. Point for the Bruins. Bruins back in the lead by 3 on the LaRue Lockout Financial scoreboard as it's 15-12. Mahatic back to serve it for the Bruins. Number 12. Sends it serve that hits off the top of the net. Faith Peterson dives to keep it alive. And the Bruins will set each other up. And then a nice job by Addie Quilvang on the rejection. Point for Highliners as it's 15-13. Highliners trail. As Dylan Deagle back to serve it up. 15-13, Bruin lead. Dug out by Howley. Jackson. As that one's going to go out of play off the palm of Emma Dalby. 1-point lead here at the Highliner Activity Center. 15-14, Bruin lead on the LaRue Lockout Financial scoreboard. Deagle will continue to serve. And right into the netting. She did that a couple of times the other night. 16-14. Bruins back in the lead by 2. As back to serve is Emma Dalby. Spins the ball and now will serve it. Dug out by Faith Peterson. And sent back across to the Valley City side. Deagle setting it up. Nelson punches one over, but it's kept alive in front. As Deach just tries to drop one in, but nice job by Olsen. Deagle just tried to push one back across, but it's kept alive by Mahatic. And then Guard goes for the kill, but hits it right into the netting. 1-point lead once again for the Bruins as the Highlanders get the point. 16-15 on the LaRue Lockout Financial scoreboard. Samantha Hatcher, the junior number 6, will serve for Valley City. Right to left. Serves it up. Dug out by the Bruins. And going for the kill, getting the kill, that's Ruth Deach. Bruins now in the lead, 17-15 on the LaRue Lockout Financial scoreboard. Christina Henry will come into the game, number 8, in place of Amelia Howley. So back to serve is number 3, Madison Jackson. Tries to drop one in, kept alive by Thornton and Hatcher. Faith Peterson goes for the kill, getting it, as that one seemed to surprise Nina Mahatic. I think she was expecting a little more on that one as she took a step back almost like an outfielder would in baseball, then had to charge in, but not in time. Highliners get the point down by 1 as Abby Thornton will serve it. Mahatic digs that one out. Jackson setting it up as that one's sent back over to the Valley City end. Deagle in the midcourt for Faith Peterson. Dug out by Guard. Back for Mahatic, who's going to hit one too strong. We're all tied up at 17 on the LaRue Lockout Financial scoreboard. As back to serve it, Abby Thornton. Hits one just barely over the net, kept alive by Guard. Back over to the Valley City end. Deagle. As that one's going to be a point on the kill from Peyton Peterson. Highliners take the lead. 18-17, they lead this second set. Abby Thornton will continue to serve. Bumps the ball a couple of times. Now sends it across. Dug out by the Bruins. Trying to drop that in was Madison Jackson, but Deagle's there to keep it alive. Faith Peterson deflected off of Jen Guard. Highliners in the lead by 2. It's 19-17. As there's a timeout on the court, so we'll take a timeout. You're listening to Valley City Volleyball right here on KOVC.
Are you on the right financial path? Are all your financial professionals on the You can be assured that your investment professional and tax professional are working together. Call Ryan LaRue at 701-845-6938 or James M. Lockout, CPA, at 845-1660. Services offered through Investment Advisors, a division of Pro Equities Incorporated, a registered investment advisor. Securities offered through Pro Equities Incorporated, a registered broker-dealer and member of FINRA and SIPC.
And welcome back to the Highliner Activity Center, where the Highliners lead at 19-17 here in this third set. Both teams splitting the first two. Bruins won the first one 25-21. Valley City winning the second one 25-23. As Highliners leading this one 19-17 on the LaRue Lockout Financial Scoreboard. That timeout brought to you by Mobility Plus Rehabilitation. Back to serve it is Abby Thornton for Valley City. Number 21, the libero, Tuma Hatic of the Bruins. As Henry goes for the kill, getting the kill. Bruins back with it one. It's 19-18 here in this third set. Christina Henry getting the point. As Jen Gard will go back to serve it up. Number 7 into the netting. Highliners get the free point, 20-18. So Tessa Olsen will step out. Jada Nelson will come back in for the Highliners. And Nelson will go right to the backcourt. The lefty will stop. Her team in the lead by 2. Number 1 will run, jump, and lefty serve. Dug out by Green. Now set up by Jackson. Deach goes for the kill. That one's going to deflect off of Hatcher, out of play. Bruins get the point. It's 20-19 on the LaRue Lockout Financial Scoreboard. So back to serve is the libero for the Bruins. That's Laura Green. Green will serve it up. As that one deflects off 2 Valley City players, it's going to be a point for the Bruins. And just like that, they come roaring back to tie it up at 20. So Green will continue to serve. She's shifting locations backcourt. Was on the right side. Now she's over on the left side for the Bruins. Number 4 on the serve. There's Hatcher for Deagle. Peterson tried to drop one. Hits off the top of the net, but the Bruins keep it alive. Then the Bruins send it back over, but a good heads-up play by Hatcher. Deagle, Peyton Peterson rejected. It's going to be a point for Valley City, as I guess it goes out of play off of Bruin. So the Highliners take a 1-point lead, 21-20 on the LaRue Lockout Financial Scoreboard. Faith Peterson on the serve, dug out there by Guard. And then that one's going to deflect off a Valley player as Emma Dalby goes for the point, getting it, tied up at 21. So we've been told there's going to be a good matchup here tonight. So far, it has lived up to the expectations. Amelia Holly will go back to serve it up. Number 1. Dug out by the number 1 of Valley City. And then the putback. That's Bryn Nelson. As Fargo South takes a 1-point lead on the LaRue Lockout Financial Scoreboard, 22-21. Holly will continue to serve left to right. Here's number 1 serve. It's a deep serve dug out by Nelson. And then Peterson goes for the kill, deflects it off Holly. Point for Valley City, and we're all tied up at 22. Peyton Peterson back to serve it up for Valley City. Number 4 bounced the ball a couple of times. Now she will run, jump, and serve it. Dug out by Green, kept alive by Jackson, sent back over by the Bruins, but then it's punched out of play by Faith Peterson. Point for the Guests by 1, 23-22 on the LaRue Lockout Financial Scoreboard, as both teams, after being tied at 20, have exchanged and gone back and forth. 21-21, 22-21. As there's a timeout on the court, so we'll take a timeout. You're listening to Varsity Volleyball right here on KOVC.
Hello from Husqvarna. Sure, you want our mighty outdoor power equipment, but you're embarrassed our rugged dealers like Sven or Bob will know you can't pronounce Husqvarna, the name that means craftsmanship all over the world. So I teach you now how to say Husqvarna. You say husk like corn and varn like varnish without the ish, and nah like nah, I don't want any other stinking chainsaw or trimmer or mower. I want the best in the world. I want Husqvarna.
Husqvarna. Tough name, tough equipment. Your local Husqvarna dealer is S&S Auto Electric of Valley City.
Back at the Highliner Activity Center in this third set. Teams exchanged wins. Fargo South won the first one, 25-21. Valley City the second one, 25-23. LaRue Lockout Financial scoreboard right now reads 23-22. Bruins leading it as both teams come out of a timeout. Brought to you by Mobility Plus Rehabilitation. Nina Mahatic for the Bruins will serve it left to right. Her team in the lead by 1. Mahatic, number 12. Here's the serve. Dug out by Peterson. It's going to go towards the Valley City bench. Deagle punches it out of play. Match point coming up for Fargo South in the lead on the LaRue Lockout Financial scoreboard, 24-22. So Mahatic back to serve. Match point coming up for her team. Number 12 runs, jumps, and serves. Dug out by Abby Thornton in the back corner. Dylan Deagle midway in the court. As Hatcher goes for the kill, that one's hit off the net. It's going to be a point for the Bruins. Bruins take up number 3 by a score of 25-22. And they're going to go look to win the games here this evening for matchup number 4 in just a few moments. We'll step aside when we come back. Set number 4 right here on KOVC.
Harvest season is here, and Valley Meat Supply has quality meats and snacks for those meals on the go. Valley Meat has sandwich meats, including bacon and sausage for the BLT, variety of cheeses, beef sticks, and jerky. Still a lot of grilling season left. Hey, and don't forget about the tailgate parties. Valley Meat Supply has all your favorites for the grill. Thick, juicy steaks, burger patties, brats, and all-beef wieners. Have a safe and bountiful harvest season from Valley Meat Supply, West Main, Valley City. Your vehicle due for a bath? Calling all cars, calling all trucks. Check out Bridges Car Wash with the automatic car wash. It's quick and easy. Or do it yourself with the 2 fully equipped self-serve wash bays open year-round. Get your vehicle looking, feeling, and smelling new again with a wash and vacuum at Bridges Car Wash. Bridges Car Wash is your locally owned car wash. Your friends and neighbors, and Highliner and VCSU Viking supporters. Bridges Car Wash on West Main, Valley City, now with 2 self-serve wash bays open year-round.
Why choose professional eye care centers? 3 great reasons are Dr. Frank, Dr. Freilich, and Dr. Jangula. 3 of the most educated professional optometrists you'll ever meet. Next is their great selection. Have they got frames? Over 1,000 pair for you to try. So many on hand that you'll want a pair for every outfit. And yes, all of their frames and lenses are backed up by warranty. Visit ProEyeCareCenters.com and make an appointment today in Valley City, Jamestown, or Carrington. Professional eye care centers. Clearly the best.
Need an electrician? Get free quotes from the local pros at Highline Electric in Valley City. Fast, reliable, and competitive pricing. Their knowledgeable and skilled staff provide electrical services for residential, commercial, industrial, and agricultural. Highline Electric, family-owned since 1986. Owners Chad and Tracy Zahn and Bruce and Amy Anderson have built a reputation of integrity and quality. Times and technology have changed, but their focus on honest service has not at Highline Electric in Valley City. Call 845-0731.
Hey Valley City, Jamestown Regional Medical Center knows how important it is to receive care close to home. That's why JRMC orthopedic surgeon Dr. Timothy Volk offers care right in Valley City. Learn about local care for hips, shoulders, knees, and toes at www.jrmcnd.com/Valley City. Schedule online anytime at jrmcnd.com/Valley City or call 701-952-4878.
Jamestown Regional Medical Center will never stop building for you.
Activity Center, where we're ready for the 4th set. Bruins won the first and third. Valley City won the second one, as Green will serve it into the netting for the Bruins. Valley City strikes first on the LaRue Lockout Financial scoreboard. So not the way you want to start for the Bruins, but for Valley City, Peyton Peterson will serve it, number 4 for the Highliners. Going right to left, dug out there by guard, and then that one set up in front. Henry, wow, with the intensity on that spike or that kill, and we're all tied up 1-1 on the LaRue Lockout Financial scoreboard. Christina Henry put a lot into that one. Might have to check the bolts in the floor here. Might be a little rattled, that's for sure. Amelia Howley, number 1, will serve it left to right for the Fargo South. Dug out there by Faith Peterson. Deagle in front, sets it up. Addie Quilvang is going to hit that one out of play. Point for the Bruins, up 2-1. Bruins with the 2-1 lead. As Howley will continue to serve left to right. Number 1 spins the ball. Now she serves it up. Dug out by Abby Thornton to Dylan Deagle. Addie Quilvang just pushes one back across, but it's kept alive by Nelson. And then going for the kill and getting the kill, number 5, Emma Dudley, who has really played some great matches here tonight. 3-1, Bruins lead on the LaRue Lockout Financial scoreboard. So Holly will continue to serve. Here's the serve, dug out by Nelson. Deagle is there. And then Hatcher deflected in front by the Bruins, but it's kept alive. Here's Nelson once again for the Bruins. Thornton for Valley City. Deagle pushes one in for a point. Valley City back within 1 on the LaRue Lockout Financial scoreboard is 3-2. Three to 2 as Dylan Deagle, who just got the point for the Highliners, will go back to serve. Deagle, number 13, a senior for the Highliners. Here's a serve. As that one splits between 2 Bruin players, that falls in, and we're all tied up at 3 on the LaRue Lockout Financial scoreboard. Deagle once again on the serve. Dug out by the libero, that's Green for the Bruins. And then that one's rejected in front by Quilvang, but they're going to say that it's a point for the Bruins as they celebrated it. As Deagle is going to be talking to the referee. Right now it's 4-3 Bruin lead. As Deagle disagrees and smiles in disgust. But it's going to remain a point for the Bruins. Mahatic back to serve it. Coach DePeza doesn't seem too happy either. Here's a serve from Mahatic. Dug out there by Faith Peterson, Dylan Deagle. Quilvang off the deflection, kept alive by Green of the Bruins. As now Guard will get the point for the Bruins. They're back up by 2, 5-3. Bruin lead on the LaRue Lockout Financial scoreboard. Nina Mahatic will continue to serve. That one to Samantha Hatcher. Dylan Deagle back over to Hatcher. Dug out there by Mahatic. Up by Jackson. And then that nice job by Emma Dalby to just drop one in on the Valley City side. Bruins double their lead on the LaRue Lockout Financial scoreboard, now leading at 6-3. In this 4th set, Mahatic ready to serve it up. She does. Dug out there by Faith Peterson. Dylan Deagle. Samantha Hatcher off the fingertips of the Bruins, but kept alive by Mahatic. And then that one's hit out of play into the gentleman in the 5th row by Amelia Holly. Point for your Highliners. 6-4 they trail. So Valley City looking for win number 9 on the season and to sweep their back-to-backs here. Win last night over the Grand Forks Central Knights. So Samantha Hatcher on the serve. Dug out there by Holly. And then trying to drop that one over was Jackson, but it's kept alive by Valley City. Holly for Jackson. And then going for the kill and getting the kill was Jen Goff. Samantha Hatcher dove off of the hardwood onto the concrete area in the backcourt. And she looks to be okay as she's back up immediately. But nonetheless, 7-4 Bruin lead. As now serving is Dalby. Here's Deagle sending it back over. Dug out there by Deach. Deach gets it back, gets the point off the nice pass. No, the Valley City gets the point, as they say, goes out of play. As Jackson passed it back to Deach, who hit it too strong out of play. 7-5. Bruin lead on the LaRue Lockout Financial scoreboard. As the Highliners continue to trail, Abby Thornton on the serve. Dug out there by the Bruins. As going for the kill and getting the kill, that is Jen Guard to make it an 8-5 Bruin lead here in this matchup. 8-5 Bruins on the LaRue Lockout Financial scoreboard. As back to serve now is Madison Jackson. Dug out by Hatcher. Deagle for Peyton Peterson, but a nice job to keep it alive by Jackson. And now here's Guard, drop in. Point for the Bruins. Up by 4 as it's 9-5. Businessman special here at the Highliner Center. Madison Jackson will serve it up left to right. Dug out there by Hatcher. Deagle bumps one in the air. Peyton Peterson for the kill. Nice job by Green to keep it alive with the Bruins. And then Guard sends it back over as Hatcher tried to dive to keep it alive, just deflected it to the ground. Bruins double their lead, 10-5 on the LaRue Lockout Financial Scoreboard. Highliners take a timeout, so we'll take a timeout. You're listening to Highliner Volleyball right here on KOVC.
This timeout is brought to you by Mobility Plus Rehabilitation, with offices in Valley City, Enderlin, Lisbon, and Gwinner in North Dakota, and Hawley, Minnesota. Our mission is to provide exceptional physical and occupational therapy to minimize pain and maximize mobility to quickly return you to the quality of life you deserve. Just as in the timeout of this game, we will take the time with you to evaluate, educate, strategize, and formulate a plan for the rest of your game based on your unique situation. This is Megan Beck, occupational therapist, and I invite you to call any of our offices at Mobility Plus Rehabilitation today.
Highliners down 10-5 to the Fargo South Bruins here in this fourth set. That timeout brought to you by Mobility Plus Rehabilitation. I'm Anthony Verasa with you on the call of tonight's matchup right here on KOVC. The Bruins won the first matchup 25-21. Valley won the next one 25-23, and then the Bruins won the previous one, match number 3, by a score of 25-22. Currently leading this one 10-5 on the LaRue Lockout Financial Scoreboard. As back to serve it is Madison Jackson of the Bruins. Left to right she goes on the serve. Dug out there by Faith Peterson. Dylan Deagle to Peyton Peterson. Deflects off the top of the net. Point for Valley City. Back within 4. 10-6 on the LaRue Lockout Financial Scoreboard. As Highliners getting ready to serve this one up. Back to serve it is Jaden Nelson, number 1. Lefty serve. Dug out by Green. Jackson for Deach. That one deflects off Hatcher. It's going to hit off the basketball in the hoop. Still in play, but then Abby Thornton will deflect it out of play. So pretty much, just because it hits anything in these ceilings does not make it a dead ball. Point for the Bruins. They're up 11-5 on the LaRue Lockout Financial Scoreboard. As back to serve it now is Jen Gard. Number 7 for the Bruins, left to right on the serve. That's a hard serve out of play. Point for Valley City. 11-7 they trail. Valley City loves to celebrate every point, that's for sure. As Peterson will serve it up. Dug out there by Green to Jackson. And then Nelson tries to drop one in. Great diving effort by Nelson of the Highliners to keep it alive. It's sent back over to the Bruins end. And then nice job to tip that one back across. There we go. Christina Henry of the Bruins. 5-point lead for the Bruins. They lead it 12-7 on the LaRue Lockout Financial Scoreboard. So back to serve this one is Laura Green, number 4. Runs, jumps, and serves it left to right. Dug out by Nelson. Back over, and right away, Emma Dalby going for the kill as Nelson bumped it. It went right over the net to the waiting palms of Emma Dalby, who puts that one through the hardwood. 13-7 lead for the Bruins. Green will continue to serve. Dug out by Faith Peterson. Deagle sets it up. Some matchup for the kill. Gets it rejected. Rides along the white netting, or the white tops of the net. Once again, the second time I've ever seen that. The first one came in the second set. Point for the Bruins. They double their lead by 7 here in this fourth set. On the LaRue Lockout Financial Scoreboard, it's 14-7. So Green will continue to serve it left to right. That one drops in for Hatcher for Deagle. Peterson swats one back across. Green is there. Jackson. And then Gard is going to hit that one too strong. Point for Valley City. Back within 6 on the LaRue Lockout Financial Scoreboard. It's 14-8. As Peyton Peterson will serve it up right to left. Tipped up in the air by Gard and then sent back over to the Valley City side. Deagle tries to push one in. She will. She'll get the point. 14-9, Bruin lead. So the Bruins leading it 14-9. Peterson back to serve it. Peyton Peterson, number 4. As that one's going to handcuff off Gard, but it's sent back across to the Valley City side. Deagle, Hatcher. That one's going to go through the hands of Gard, and because she tipped it, it's off the Bruin. Point for Valley City. If Gard just let it go, that was going to go out of play. Plain and simple. Valley City back within 4. 14-10 on the LaRue Lockout Financial Scoreboard. Peyton Peterson can just serve it. As we have a substitution, guard comes out. We'll tell you who came in just a second for the Bruins. As going for the kill and getting the kill once again is Emma Dalby. Coming into the game is Olivia Abel. So now as I say that, Christina Henry will step out. Coming into the game is Amelia Howley. Howley will go right to the backcourt to serve it up. Her team in the lead now by 5. It's 15-10. Howley spins the ball. Number 1 on the serve. As that one's just going to be punched to the ground by Faith Peterson. Bruins back in the lead by 6. It's 16-10 on the LaRue Lockout Financial Scoreboard. Howley will continue to serve it up. Going left to right. Number 1 on the high serve. Dug out there by Thornton. Deagle sets it up. Coolvang tried to drop it over. She cannot as it's sent back across to the Valley City side. And then Howley sets it up. Jackson for Emma Dalby, who just lightly taps one over the net point for the Bruins. They restore that 7-point lead. It's 17-10 on the LaRue Lockout Financial Scoreboard. Amelia Howley continuing to serve for Fargo South. Dug out there by Jada Nelson. Addie Coolvang sets it up. Deagle tries to just tip one across, but it's kept alive by Nelson of the Bruins. And then going for the kill is guess who, and getting it, Emma Dalby once again. Dalby, the junior footer, right in front of that net. Another point. It's been 3 straight points for number 5 for the Bruins. They now lead by 8 as it's 18-10 on the LaRue Lockout Financial Scoreboard. Howley will continue to serve it. Left to right. It's a low serve dug out by Coolvang, and then Deagle sends it back over, and Samantha Hatcher will get the kill. Point for Valley City, 18-11 on the LaRue Lockout Financial Scoreboard. Deagle will serve it up right to left, number 13, to the libero of the Bruins, who just deflects that one out of play. Highliners get another point. It's 18-12. Bruins leading at 18-12 here in this 4th set. Bruins won the first and third. Valley City won the second. Deagle will continue to serve it. Dug out by Green. Jackson as doing it again. Emma Dalby just tipping it across. Point for the Bruins, back up by 7. It's 19-12. They lead it on the LaRue Lockout Financial Scoreboard. Nina Mahatic will serve it up, number 12. Will run, jump, and right-handed serve off the top of the net, and it drops in for the Bruins. Addie Coolvang tried to dive to keep it alive. She could not, as that one could have gone either way, but the netting fell forward towards the Valley City side. 12, the Bruins lead it. Mahatic this time into the netting, and it's going to go backwards. Valley City gets the point, back within 7. Bruins lead it 20-13. Samantha Hatcher will serve it, number 6 for the Highliners. Going right to left. Hatcher is a junior. On the serve. Dug out by Jackson. Puts that up. And trying to tip it, and once again she does. Emma Dalby. Didn't matter that there were 2 Highliner players right in front of her. She still did what she wanted, and she got a point for her team there, now in the lead 21-13. So back to serve it is Dalby, which is a good thing for the Highliners. Gets her away from the front, and it's going to be put back, but out of play by Ruth Deach. Point for Valley City. So right there is where you miss Dalby. And Valley City will catch another break as Dalby will step out. As Green comes back in, Abby Thornton will serve it. Out there by Mahatic. Jackson as going for the kill, and no! Deagle once again the backhand to keep it alive, and then Faith Peterson just hits it into the netting. Olivia Abel on the first attempt for the kill, but it's a point for the Bruins as they're up by 8 as it's 22-14 on the LaRue Lockout Financial Scoreboard here in this 4th set. As back to serve it is Amelia Howley, or excuse me, that's Madison Jackson. Hey, I'm high up here at the Highliner Activity Center. Those numbers are pretty small to me. As Abel keeps it alive for the Bruins. Jackson for Henry. She gets the point. 9-point lead for the Bruins. 23-14 on the LaRue Lockout Financial Scoreboard. As Madison Jackson will continue to serve it left to right. Here's a serve dug out by Faith Peterson. Dylan Deagle. Peyton Peterson will try to drop it in, and she will. Peyton Peterson gets the point for Valley City. They trail 23-15 on the LaRue Lockout Financial scoreboard. And going back to serve it is Jada Nelson, the junior, number 1 for the Highliners, a lefty server, going right to left. Here's the serve, dug out by Green. Here's Jackson. Henry just tries to drop one in. She will. So Christina Henry taking page out of the Emma Dalby playbook. Match point coming up for the Bruins. They lead it 24-15 here in this fourth set, leading it 2-1. Olivia Abel will serve it left to right. Here's Hatcher. Deagle. Peyton Peterson tries to drop one in. It's going to be out of play. And the Bruins win this fourth set by a score of 25-15. And they win the matchups here tonight. And they're going to take it from Valley City in Valley City. As we'll step aside for a timeout. When we come back, it's the post-game show right here on KOVC.
Lever's Foods, best quality, best price. Lever's Foods, best service, they're nice. Lever's Foods, they make everything right. Lever's Foods.
Rake up autumn savings at Lever's Foods. Get preferred Angus boneless beef sirloin tip roast, $4.77 a pound. Honeycrisp apples, $1.49 a pound. Large carving pumpkins, $4.99. Bakery fresh rye breads, $1.99. Delivery available. Call 845-1732. Lever's Foods, North and South Valley City. Great food, great savings. Increase the performance and beauty of your home with new windows. Minn Kota windows from SLC, Smith Lumber Company. Minn Kota windows are designed and built for years of lasting value